All right, this is part 2. Again, these are on. There's on my website. Go right to my website. They'll be right there in the middle. Algebra 1, part 2, or Algebra 1, the second part. We pick up with number 16. It says, find the length of ST. So you'll have to set up a proportion. Okay. When it says A, B, C, D, E, F, it starts with A. So you start over here at QRST. So QRST. So A, B, C, D. Is that 6 is to 2.4?
Yeah.
So I set up my proportion by saying 6 is to 2.4 DE. That's the 1, 2, 3, fourth letter, 1, 2, 3, TU. So DE corresponds to TU. So 5.4 corresponds to X. Now, is that the only way you can set it up? Does it have to be set up exactly like that? No. Like the 2.4 can be on top. But the point is that you get stuff in the same place. Okay, so then cross multiply. Again, guys, you're going to have to know how to use your calculator. So you should have 6x equals whatever 2.4 times 5.4 is. Because it should just be a matter of taking that and multiplying it together. Then what will you divide it by? Divide by 6, which makes the answer. Which one of these is the answer? I don't know. Is it F? Okay. So, write 2 verbal expressions for K. Come on. K over 10. K divided by 10. The quotient of K. Evaluate P plus Q. So 1.4 plus 0.1 is 1.5. You subtract the 4.5 from both sides. When you subtract 4.5 from both sides, 8 equals. Write an expression to represent a number decreased by 2 is 20. So a number is x minus 2. Wait a minute. Look what it says. It says decreased by a negative 2. So it's not decreased by 2. It's decreased by a negative 2, which makes that what? Plus equals 21. So then solve the equation. X is 19. It's equal to 21. So to solve this problem, I subtract 2 from both sides, and 21 is 19. In number 22, what would you divide by? Negative 4.8. Again, guys, be careful tomorrow if that's an inequality. Because if it's an inequality, the coefficient of the variable is negative, so you need to reverse the symbol. And this one, you really can't reverse an equal sign. So T is, very good, negative 2. 23, the relationship product is what? Product means multiply. So negative 2.5x equals 60. Divide both sides by negative 2.5. Divided by negative 2.5, and x equals negative 24. Okay, cross multiply. What property is it important that you remember here? So 3 times s plus 4 equals 6 times negative s plus 1. Guys, you need to pay attention up here. Jake, he needs to pay. He's got to pay attention up here. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna need a little more space in this problem. So 3 times s plus 4 is going to end up being 3s plus 12. 6 times negative s plus 1 ends up being negative 6s plus 6. So again, guys, I would do this by adding 6 over here and giving me 9s, subtracting 12 over there and getting me negative 6. So what's the next step? Divide by 9, divide by 9, S equals negative 2/3. Or it could just as easily say 0.6 repeating. The ratio of students to faculty members in a high school is 23. So students to teachers. So students is 23 to 5. If there are 80 faculty members, you got to put the 80 in the right place. How many students are there? So 5x equals 23 times 80. Then what will you do to solve it?
Multiply.
Divide by 5. Okay. You'll multiply by 80, so 23 times 80, whatever that is. 23 times 80 is divided by 5. The number of students present today, listen to me, the number of students present today is at most 368. Because there are only 368 students, yes? So the number of students today would be at most 368. So how would I write that with an inequality for at most 368? Very good. P is less than or equal to 368. There can't be more than 368 students present. Why? That's how big it is. Okay. So you multiply 23 times 80, got whatever, and divided it by 5. A triangle has an area of 40 square meters. Its dimensions are multiplied by the scale factor. Here we go. Forming a new triangle with an area of 640. Okay, so how would you go from 40 to 640? So 640 divided by 40. What's 4 times 4? There you go. So it's 4. So 4 times, but why did it get to 4? Because what was done to the scale factor, which is a linear dimension, it was 2. But when you double the length and you double the width, you do what to the scale factor? Double. So the scale factor you're looking for is 2. Again, guys, you got to understand that scale factor, because this talks about area, you take the scale factor and double it. Guys, this great question right here, it's real easy to miss because of the numbers that are sitting right here. X is a side of a triangle. Do you see which side it is? Okay, so X is to 6.5. So that's a side of a triangle. So X is to 6.5 as, you better look up here because you don't see these numbers. I'm about to write a number that you don't see. X is to 6.5 as 15 is to, where in the world did I get 15 from?
10 and 5.
That's right. You got to add those 10 and 5 together. X is the side of a triangle, guys. It's the side of that big triangle, ABC. So this side is 15, and you're looking for it comparing to that shorter triangle. This is the small. This is the smaller triangle. This is the bigger triangle. Too often, people will see that 5 and think you use 5 to help you find it. You don't. You say X is to 6.5. X is to 6.5 as 15, the long side of the triangle, is to 10. So then it's 10x equals 15 times 6.5. Figure out whatever 15 times 6.5 is. 97.5. So x equals, divided by 10, 9.75. Great job on that problem. Here, as this was that precision and being able to keep up with what's precise, and I'm going to give you the answers here. Number 28 says Dr. Skelton here, this is 28, Dr. Skelton is most precise. Why is it the most precise? More decimal places. Okay, the most accurate, guys, again, here are your answers. Guys, that's your answers to it. Notice in this one it says Dr. Harris. Again, Dr. Harris is the most accurate because that's the one that's the least amount away. Look at this. Dr. Harris is the most accurate. Dr. Harris is only 0.04 of a millimeter off. This one is 0.05 off. And this one is, whatever that is, 19 or whatever, 86, 0.08 millimeters off. So accuracy is determined by the difference. As the accuracy is determined how the difference between whatever your number is and the original amount. Precision is determined by the number of decimal places. All right, and then there's all your answers. You can check those as well. Don't forget, you'll be able to go back to this tonight. Also, guys, I'll be online tonight, although it will be after the Fields of Faith. Let you know it'll be pretty late in the evening.
What's field today?
Hold on a second.
26 or 4. Never mind.
Yes.